we're about to celebrate love. Yes, we're gonna celebrate love through some art. I've got a blank canvas back there. And those of you who are new to Paint Life Live, before we kick these things off, I love to just shout out your city, state, or country. And whatever platform you are watching this on, just drop it below in the comments, in the chat. And also, those of you who may not be familiar with me or what I do, I create these large portraits in minutes to music. I normally do it live on stage, but we're doing it now as a live stream. So I'm gonna take my time, I'm gonna share my process. And if you have any questions, you can ask them below in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. And just enjoy the process. So either way, let me know where you're watching from, and I cannot wait to get into just today's portrait. So I said we're gonna be celebrating love. I think this may be one of the longest relationships, one of the longest celebrity relationships ever. I said it, I'm not taking it back. I'm about to paint a couple who has been one of the longest celebrity relationships ever. You gotta wait, you gotta find out what it is. All right, if you are ready, give me a thumbs up emoji in the comments. Again, let me know where you're watching, and let's kick off this Paint Life Live. Let's go. All right, welcome everybody, come on over. We are going to get into this. I'm excited about this one. Right now, I'm about to paint what I believe is one of the longest celebrity relationships ever, of all time. One of the longest celebrity relationships. You'll see it as it comes to life. Maybe you saw the title. Don't give it away too soon. Once again, my name is David Garibaldi. I create these large portraits in minutes to music. And if I'm not performing on stage, I'm here with you doing live streams from my studio. And if you have any questions, ask them below, whether it's creative related, about the art, or maybe you just want to say something nice to someone out there. If you're an artist, drop a paint emoji in the comments as well, so we know you're an artist, we can show you love. But let's get into it. Here we go. All right, let's go. Let's start with the infamous purple. So again, this is a portrait of one of the longest celebrity relationships ever. It's my theory. This is my theory. Maybe as it comes to life, you'll agree or not. You have to let me know. Now this is gonna be a fun portrait because I'm gonna be using some, you know, an interesting color combination. Just gonna have fun with the process. I'm always trying to challenge myself with these paintings, with these live streams. And honestly, I usually never know what I'm gonna paint until, you know, just before we're gonna go live. So this is me figuring things out in front of you. But by the way, if you have any questions, ask them in the comments. Let me know, whether it's creative related, about this painting, or anything else. I'd love to do my best to answer those for you. Now today we're celebrating love. You know, it's always a season of love. You don't need it to be Valentine's Day to be a day that you celebrate love. I mean, we should know this by now. I know that a lot of people hate Valentine's Day. They're like, it's a corporate holiday, but you know what? Sometimes, actually all the time, we got busy lives. It's the truth. We have busy lives. Sometimes we need one day to celebrate the love that we have for the people in our lives. It's a fun holiday to have. But this couple that I'm painting right now, I feel like they've been celebrating their love the longest. I wonder if anyone can guess. You saw the description. Just watching this live, kind of stumbled upon it. So I'll share with you one of the things that I love to do to make sure that my paintings feel loose and alive is I hold as far back as I can on these brushes. And that way I'm not constricted by holding them up close and using my wrist, but I can hold further back. And not only do I have the full motion and range of my arms, but also the motion and range of my body as well. Go back to the paint. We're just starting with these cool colors right now. Start building them up. I also try my best to fill an area in with a single brush stroke. So I try to do that by lathering up these brushes. Now I'm using a latex house paint. So it allows me to actually add paint in one coat. It's got a primer already inside of it. This helps me move the process along. But especially when I'm doing these paintings live on stage, it really helps with being able to create the painting quicker because I'm doing less brush strokes. I'm not going back to add on several different layers. Now I'll talk about the layers later on, because right now we're just adding the base layer. We're gonna add our artistic layer as it comes to life. Creating right now one of the longest celebrity relationships ever. Does anyone guess who that could be? The longest celebrity relationship? Longest celebrity relationship that I'm painting right now, celebrating love. Will and Jada Pinkett Smith, all right. That's an interesting one. And who? And the Obamas. These are all amazing guesses. That means we got like some true love out there in the world. You know that there's actually so many options and guesses. That gives me hope. Gives me hope. I think you'll be slightly surprised at who this could be. Go back to the pink. So we're doing a color combination here. Cool and warm colors. Just taking our time, one brush stroke at a time. I love those guesses. We've heard Jay-Z and Beyonce. We've heard the Obamas. We've heard Will and Jada. What are other long-lasting relationships, the longest-lasting celebrity relationships? Because that is the source of inspiration for this painting. I think you guys are going to start guessing it pretty soon. All right, let's keep building up these colors. So by the way, when I started painting, the reason I did that was because I was also into the music that they were playing in those places. And so naturally, as I wanted to start selling paintings and building a fan base, I was already connected with them through our common love for this music. So artists, if you ever want to put yourself in the direct contact of potential collectors, here's the best way to do it, is create subjects and create imagery of a niche or a subject or something that you're into outside of art. So mine was music, yours can be horses, it can be a specific anime, it could be just any sort of subgenre of something in this world. But by creating that, and you're also into that, you put yourself in direct contact with collectors, which ultimately will, change the course of your career very quickly as you start to connect with those collectors. Just curious, any artists out there, would any of you want a course on how to build your art brand? Give me a thumbs up in the comments. Mason will let me know if anyone gave a thumbs up. But are there any artists out there that would love to know how do you build an art brand from the ground up? Maybe no one does. That's okay. All right, we have quite a few people popping up. Give me thumbs up of artists that want to learn how to build their brand. So believe it or not, I actually launched some courses in 2022. If you visit paintplus.io, there's also a link in my bio. There's courses there from how to price your art. There are courses about how to turn your art into print, how to market it, all that fun stuff. So if you visit paintplus.io or go to the link in my bios, you'll actually see some courses that are available right now. But obviously, go after the live stream. Don't go right now. But that's where you'll find them. I do have those. And we're going to keep building those in the new year as well. Excited about that. All right, let's go back to the blue one last time. Painting one of the longest lasting celebrity relationships ever. Gotta wipe my sweat, I'm always constantly sweating. By the way, I remember when I first started painting, I literally dreamed of moments like this. Like I dreamed of having a platform to be able to create, share some inspiration, but also just be able to connect with people through my art. And it's something that I've just continually pursued throughout time, and it's led me to a lot of really amazing places. But what we're doing today during this live stream is one of those things that like I wanted to happen, but I didn't think it would be like this. But I'm so happy that it is. And I'm just grateful that we're spending time today making art together. Believe it or not, you're part of the process. But every brushstroke, I feel like I'm just like living a dream, One brushstroke at a time. So any guesses yet on the image I'm creating right now? One of the longest celebrity relationships ever. Gotta be some guesses. What? All right, we got some guesses. All right. By the way, I love doing these live streams too because I'm getting like a little morning workout as well. Let's have fun with this. Whatever country you're in right now, wherever you are in the world watching this, drop below in the comments your country flag. And then Mason, who's behind the camera, is gonna shout out those countries. So drop your country flag below in the comments. Let's see how many different countries we can get. All right, United States. By the way, they can hear you too, so feel free to just shout them out. Okay, oh, interesting. Let me actually here, take a look at the painting. I'll shout out some of the flags that I see. All right, so obviously Puerto Rico, Mauritius. Go up a little bit more. I think I see Texas, Canada. Mauritius, keep popping. All right, keep those coming. Mexico, shout out to Mexico. A few more United States flags. All right, welcome everybody from wherever you are in the world. Now the reason I also ask you to do that is so that the people in the chat can also see where you're from. Maybe they don't know what the country flag is, but maybe they'll go look it up. Maybe you can also let them know. All right, so I'm gonna go into this highlight now. Now that we've got sort of a combination of colors going on, I'm just gonna start defining some of these lines on here. Still a lot more to go. These are probably my favorite brushes to paint with. I just feel like, I think like the length of the brush, also how I can control the actual bristles on the brush. Is that the name? Is that what they call them? Bristles? Not sure if that's what they call them, but that's what I just call them. All right, wipe those off. Let's go back to the pink. Start defining some of the shadows. And also, we're going to come back with a thin black spray paint and really define some of the sections of this painting. But for now, we're just painting away, defining some sections with color. Never go wrong with pink. It's a love theme, so we're trying to use a little bit more pink. All right, now let's add a little bit of definition to the shadows. Excuse me, the shadows on their face. We go into this sort of dark gray. So I'm going to mix it with the blue. So I'm mixing it just on the brush like this. And we're going to start doing some things like adding some highlights to be like the ears. Shadows on their face, just so that it's not like completely dark. Go back to the dark gray. We're going to mix in a little bit of the blue. Make sure we add that tail, another tail over here. All right, let's ditch these brushes and let's add a little bit of definition. Actually, let's do one thing to Mickey. We got to add some eyes. Let's start a little bit of gray. Catch on his eye. Absolutely in love. Find the eyelashes on Minnie. And then let's define the important markings on the characters. Now again, this is just our base layer. We are nowhere near done because we gotta make sure that this thing feels alive. And I'll explain that in a moment. Oh, and there's one more little section to add on the nose. And let's add a highlight. Add a highlight to her nose, to Mickey's nose. All right, so now this is the fun part. Now, let's start throwing some paint. I'm gonna mix in these turquoise colors that I think would be between the cool and warm colors. And then with my hand, I'm gonna start to define some of these sections. All right, now let's keep going up a step. Let's go to the pink. Wipe these hands off real quick before we go back into the pink so we get a little bit of a cleaner. You remember, we're gonna cut back in with this a thin black spray paint. All right, let's do that now with some warm colors. Got this gold. By the way, if you are a huge Disney fan, not just like a mediocre Disney fan, if you're a huge Disney fan, drop a purple emoji in the comments, just so we can identify our fellow huge Disney fans here with us. All right. All right, we're gonna leave this right here. Let's throw some paint. Let's put some water on these hands. Get some purple on here. Let's get some turquoise or teal, however you want to define it. All right, so now let's do some definition. Actually, no, let's do one thing real quick. Let's add a little bit of back here. Let's get, that is empty. Here we go. We got pink right here. Let's shake that up. Test it out. Yeah, looks good enough. This pink is definitely doing it for me. By the way, are we getting purple emojis? Are there any other Disney fans out there like me? Drop a purple heart emoji in the comments if you're a Disney fanatic like me. One of my favorite Disney movies of all time is actually Fantasia, both Fantasias, but specifically the Fantasia 2000. That one changed my life. It inspired me so much as a young creator. And I don't know if I would be the same artist that I am now if it wasn't for that. But there was a piece in there called Rhapsody in Blues. One of my favorite pieces in Fantasia 2000. All right, you guys, you know.
Getting a lot of Disney.
All right, a lot of Disney love. That means there's a lot of purple emojis in the comments. So if you are a fan of Disney, keep dropping those purple emojis. Also, do me a huge favor and just hit the hearts, the likes on this right now. It'll help the algorithm push it to more Disney fans out there. You know, not a bad way to make some new friends. Let's do one more. I know I keep saying, let's do one more, but really, let's do one more color. I just want to keep defining this because really we don't have any lines here. This is all combinations of color that's helping define that there's Mickey and Minnie here. So that's why I keep going back to the color, like let's do one more color so we can keep defining it. Spray this a little bit more, there we go. Isn't that crazy? This is just combinations of color on a canvas. That's all it is. And we'll give you a closer look in just a bit. We're getting near the end. Not done quite yet. Near the end. Thank you to everyone who's watching. If you're watching this right now and you don't follow me, I just ask that you consider subscribing or following on whatever platform you're watching on. It's a huge support to not only this channel, but also just these live streams as well. All right, I'm just taking a look real quick. What should we do? All right, let's do this. Let's go back to our purple. Let's start. By the way, I hope you guys are enjoying the music too right now. We're using music that's from epidemicsounds.com. Allows us to stream the music and it doesn't get taken down, which is a good thing for us that do these live streams all the time. All right, now it's time to do the magic. We're gonna come back with this black, start defining the lines, like, come up close for this. Now I'm taking my best guess on where these lines should go, but we're just gonna do our best to define these. Hope you're all enjoying this. Sorry, I get quiet when I'm like concentrating a lot. I'm trying to concentrate quite a bit right now. Excuse me. Sorry, this adding some shadows here so that adds a little bit of dimension. Not sure if it's totally necessary, but I won't know until later when I walk away from it. But hope you guys are enjoying this. If you are, before I finish this, just give a thumbs up emoji. And again, if you're not already subscribed or following, just hit that subscribe button or follow. It's a huge support to this channel. All right, time to throw some paint and then we're gonna finish this off. I'm feeling like a little bit of turquoise. Let's go with that. This is a very pop art painting. Go. And also, I think we need a little bit of this sort of like gray color. I think the right color to end this, since we're celebrating love, is pink. Here we go. All right, take one last look at this Minnie and Mickey painting. We're celebrating the longest lasting celebrity relationship ever of all time. We're celebrating love today. Take one last look, check it out. Those of you who are watching right now, thank you so much for hanging out. If you're enjoying this, just hit the hearts if you like this. And what you're seeing right now was just created completely live, uncut here during this live stream. Let me know what you think in the comments as you take this closer look at the details of this painting that was created live for you during this live stream. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. As we celebrate love, we celebrate one of the longest celebrity relationships, quote unquote, Minnie and Mickey, right here. If you're a Disney fan, drop a purple heart emoji in the comments. And if you're watching and you don't already follow, be sure to follow and/or subscribe. You can see all of these complete replays of these live streams on my YouTube channel, Garibaldi Arts, and you can find me at Garibaldi Arts across all platforms. So go ahead and we'll step back a little bit, give them a good, nice, wide view. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Once again, my name is David Garibaldi, and I create these paintings like that one right there during these live streams. You can see all the full-length videos on my YouTube channel, Garibaldi Arts, and look for the playlist Paint Life Live. You can also follow me at Garibaldi Arts across social platforms, and join us again for another episode of Paint Life Live. But take one last look at Minnie and Mickey as we celebrate love. Check it out. Welcome to Paint